Welcome to Simone Soulwing's YouTube channel. I'm Simone Tilley, and today we're going to have a think about this. I hear a lot of people saying, what is the point of ascension when it's physically painful, when it's so uncomfortable, when it's depressing, and I don't see the benefits in it. So many people find it difficult, and there's only really one way out of the difficulty. Well, okay, there's two ways, but they work together. One of them is continuous self-love work. And it's not just about boundaries and self-care, but all the other aspects. Like self-care affects every area of our lives, and it appears seemingly in irrelevant parts of our lives, but it all works together. It's all part of the whole, right? We are not just, for example, a body part, we are a whole person. And so self-love affects every area of our lives. And gratitude is a huge thing, you know. It might be difficult at first to find gratitude for things when you're feeling depressed or when you're in pain, or, you know, you're just not feeling 100%. But, you know, baby steps, you know, the gratitude is so important. Along with that, gratitude is continuous spiritual work. And that is whatever resonates with you. Explore new spiritual thoughts and see if they resonate. Release spiritual aspects that no longer serve you. Easier said than done, but it's a real going within process and a real sorting through process. And even if you need to make notes, write it down. Just get out what, you know, get your belief systems out on paper, and then you can say, well, you know, does this work for me, or is this, you know, something I can let go of? So I restarted my spiritual journey from scratch in 2017 as if I knew nothing, which I've already discussed on this channel. I then reassessed my old beliefs and threw out what no longer worked for me, but kept what does still work for me. I also included new ideas, new ways of being, new ways of thinking, because they resonated with me. And that doesn't mean I, you know, when I learned something that I, from, you know, because we have a lot of teachers, right? So when I learned something from someone, it doesn't mean that I took on everything that they believe in, that they're trying to teach me about. It means I took what I needed and left the rest. And that's the key thing, because not everything works for everybody. So you need to find what works for you, right? And there's many ways to spirituality. There's many roads to there. But at the end of the day, it's got to work for you, or there's no point in doing it, right? So when I went through this process, it was really, really difficult. You know, you're reassessing, you're going through everything that you think you are at a soul level, at a core level, because, hey, I grew up with this belief, or I grew up with that belief, and you're going through it. It's like, well, who am I? What really works for me? What resonates? So it's a really difficult process, but this process also saved my life, right? It's part of what saved my life, a big part. And I can honestly say I haven't gone back, and, you know, every now and then I still keep reassessing, does this work for me, or am I throwing that away? And each time it gets so much easier, because you're becoming more true to who you are at core level, at soul level. And now I'm in a place of peace. And yes, it's been a hard job getting here, but I'm at a place of peace, and there's no stress here. There's no worries about, you know, am I going to make ends meet? What's happening with this family member, or what's happening with that friend? You don't worry about it. You care, yes, but it doesn't consume you, because you know it's just going to work out. You just know, you trust in your heart, in your soul, and you trust God, the universe. You trust all the beings that support us, that this is going to be okay. The stuff we feel when we're going through these processes, the aches, the pains, the anxiety, the depression, etc., is because we are still holding on to what we no longer need. Letting go is scary, but we can't hang on to the old ways of being and then bring new things in. There's just no room. It's like you got to destroy the old house to build a new house on the same spot, right? The old house is falling apart. It had a leaky roof, so you got to demolish it. Foundations were crumbling. You get rid of the whole lot and rebuild, right? It's also like having an old 1980s DOS computer and trying to put Windows 10 on it. It doesn't work. They're incompatible, right? So this is what we need to continuously do with our belief systems to peel back the layers of who we are. New things can be scary too. So letting go is scary, but new things can be scary too. But who you become on the other side is this amazing, incredible, beautiful being. And we become more aligned with our soul and our soul purpose as well. Because as we're stripping back the layers and finding out who we are, we also find out what we're here for, what we came for. And we can't do any of this without wholehearted love and gratitude. Opening the chakras and expanding them from 7 chakras to 12 and above, because it never stops at 12, it's always 12 and above, helps immensely. And you can find that information on this YouTube channel, and some of my story is here too. I hope this answers that question. If you'd like to talk to me about any subjects or have any further questions that I may be able to help you with, please contact me here on the YouTube channel in the comments, or private message me on my Simone Soulwings Facebook page messenger, or email me at simonesoulwings@gmail.com. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you. Bye.